Have you ever wondered, when your alarm goes off at 6 a.m., what are you going to do? Will you hit snooze, scroll on your phone, and tell yourself, just 5 more minutes, only to realize 30 minutes have passed? Or will you do what 99% of people won't? Get up, start your day, and begin building the life you've always said you'd go after someday? The truth is, the gap between the life you have now and the life you dream about might be just 1 hour every morning. If you're ready to change, comment 1 below. Nam, 30 years old, an office worker with a stable salary. Enough to get by, but not enough to dream big. Each day repeats like a copy of the last, rushing to work in the morning, coming home exhausted at night, then getting lost in his phone until he falls asleep. No major events, no crisis, but no progress either. Nam isn't lazy. He shows up on time, gets his work done, lives a proper life. But deep down, he knows something isn't right. He's stuck. Not in a bad job, but in a loop that's too comfortable. So comfortable that he's slowly losing himself. Every night, when everything goes quiet, a familiar question comes back to him. Where am I going in this life? A question with no answer. Or maybe there is, but he's not brave enough to face it yet. Then the next morning, the alarm rings. Nam wakes up. He is still carrying a bit of that emptiness from the night before. But instead of changing, he chooses to continue. Continue the same old loop. Continue putting off what truly matters. Continue living a life he doesn't even truly want. And the scariest part is, Nam isn't rare. He's just one of millions of people living this way. Day after day, week after week, year after year, until one day they realize it's too late. One morning, Nam woke up at 5:58. No traffic noise, no work messages, no one demanding anything from him. Just a rare kind of silence he had never really noticed before. And for the first time in years, Nam realized he could still take control of his life, not through some massive transformation, but from a small moment like that. That very day, he decided to try something new. The 6 a.m. rule, the 10-10-10 method. The first 10 minutes after you wake up aren't for scrolling your phone. They're for activating your body. This is the move step. And it's not as light as most people think. It's not just a few half-hearted stretches. You need intentional movement. Push-ups to wake up your entire upper body. Jogging in place to raise your heart rate. Jump rope to activate your whole system. Every movement has a clear purpose: to pull you out of that groggy, just woke up state. At first you might feel tired. Your body feels heavy. Your mind still wants to stay lazy. But after just a few minutes, things begin to shift. Your heart rate rises. Blood starts circulating faster. Your brain gradually wakes up. And most importantly, you break the state of inertia. These short 10 minutes create a powerful effect. They send a signal to your body. It's time to take action. You're no longer someone who just woke up. No more sluggishness. No more fog. After 10 minutes of move, you step into your day as a completely different version of yourself. Proactive, alert, and ready to take control of your life. The next 10 minutes aren't for catching up with the outside world. They're for taking control of your inner world. This is the reflect step, where you reshape the way you think before the day truly begins. No social media, no news, no notifications. Instead, you take the lead over your own mind. Start by writing down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big, just real. This simple act shifts your state from scarcity to abundance. Next, clearly define your goals for the day. No vagueness, no generalities. The more specific you are, the easier it is for your brain to focus on action. And finally, read 5 to 10 pages of a book. Not to learn more, but to think better. After just a few minutes, a subtle shift begins. Your brain starts filtering information differently. You notice opportunities more easily. You're less distracted by things that don't matter. You're no longer reacting to everything that happens during the day. You start deciding how you respond to it. And that's the moment you're not just living, you're actively directing your life. The final 10 minutes of your morning, build your future. This isn't the extra part. This is the part that determines who you'll become in the next 1 to 2 years. The rule is simple. Choose just one skill, not 2, not 3, just one. It could be marketing design a new language or online business. Every day, you spend just 10 minutes on it. It sounds like too little. But this is where most people get it wrong. 10 minutes a day equals 60 hours a year. 60 focused, distraction-free hours. That's enough to take you from knowing nothing to being able to make money from it. Meanwhile, 90% of people are still scrolling social media, watching meaningless videos, and procrastinating on their own future. The difference isn't that you're more talented, it's that you're more consistent. You don't need more time. You just need repetition every single day. And at some point, you'll look back and realize you've gone further than everyone who started at the same place as you. If you're ready to start building your future today, comment 1 to begin. Nam didn't change overnight. In the first week, he struggled just to wake up at 6 a.m. The alarm would go off, and his old reflex kicked in. Turn it off, pull the blanket over his head, and tell himself, I'll start tomorrow. But something was different. He started getting up. Slowly, reluctantly, but he got up. By the second week, his body began to adjust. It didn't feel as heavy getting out of bed anymore. Those first 10 minutes no longer felt like torture. He started to feel a small sense of control. By the third week, the shift became clear. He wasn't being dragged out of sleep anymore. He was waking up on his own, starting his day with intention. And for the first time in years, he felt like he was in control of his life instead of being carried by it. After 3 months, the results began to show. Not loud, but real. Eddie had a new skill. His confidence had noticeably grown. And most surprisingly, he started earning extra income outside of his main job. Not because he worked harder than everyone else, but because he started earlier than them. After 1 year, a big decision came. Nam left his old job. Not because he was tired of it, but because he had built something better. Piece by piece every morning. Not luck, not talent, just 1 hour every morning, repeated, consistent, no quitting. If you've made it this far and see yourself in this story, try starting tomorrow. This isn't as easy as it sounds. In the first few days, you'll want to quit. You'll tell yourself, I'm tired today. I'll start tomorrow. You'll come up with every excuse to delay, the weather, work, even your own emotions. And that's where most people stop. But if you can push through this phase, just 10 to 15 days, things start to change. You no longer hate the sound of your alarm. You no longer feel forced to wake up. Instead, you begin to look forward to the morning. A strange feeling, but a powerful one. Tonight, before you go to sleep, don't let tomorrow begin aimlessly like it always does. Do 2 very simple things. First, set your alarm for 6 a.m. No snoozing. No just 5 more minutes. Next, grab a piece of paper and write down 3 things you'll do for each part of the 10-10-10. 10 minutes to move your body, 10 minutes to take control of your mind, 10 minutes to build your future. It doesn't have to be detailed, just be clear. And then, commit to yourself for 30 days. You don't need to be perfect from the start, but you do need to show up every single day. Because change doesn't come from motivation, it comes from repetition. Out there, there's someone just like you. Same starting point, same daily exhaustion, same unfinished dreams. But one thing sends you in completely different directions. They wake up just 1 hour earlier than you. Just 1 hour, but enough for them to start while you're still delaying. Enough for them to move forward while you're standing still. Life doesn't change on special occasions. It changes on a very ordinary morning. When you decide you're not going to live the same way anymore. If you're ready, comment, "I start today."